Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is qualifying for the 6th race of the season in the Kubota GT Championship. We are here at the Lime Rock Park. The IndyCar Series were here last week, and we are here for the Kubota GT Championship. It's only going to be qualifying for the GT Daytona class. The GT Le Mans class will not broadcast qualifying for the Northeast Grand Prix. But the reason why we are broadcasting the GT Daytona qualifying is because 3 of these drivers will not make the race. The paddock only holds 36 drivers, and of course all the GT Le Mans cars will start, so that means that 3 of these GT Daytona cars will fail to qualify. So the 3 slowest guys in this 15-minute session will not race in tomorrow's Northeast Grand Prix. This is, however, for the pole position as well, so this will determine the starting lineup for the GT Daytona field in tomorrow's race. So whoever's fastest in this session as well would grab a bonus point towards the championship for starting on the pole position here at Lime Rock. I don't know if I mentioned that we're at Lime Rock Park, but yeah, that's where we are, Lime Rock Park. The shortest road course on the schedule this season, but it's going to be a very entertaining half-an-hour race tomorrow for the Northeast Grand Prix. Here's Jalarvin Alonso, Tyler already. I believe that is Philip Goldberg in the number 55. They're on the racetrack. Cody Sill, the Long Beach winner. Eli Bright comes into this event the points leader in GT Daytona. He holds a 2-point lead ahead of this guy, Philip Goldberg. Side-by-side, Al Legacy and Tyler Lyman, a couple of winners there. The first 2 winners of the season in GT Daytona. Lyman won at Sebring, and Al Legacy won at Riverside. I'm pretty sure that is Dale Salzman. We got the 33 of Marty Johnson. That is the number 22 of Victor Delgado. Emmanuel Hartnett, Nathan Stapleton, Devin Cook, Tristan Allen, Jay Jefferson, our last winner here in GT Daytona. Already somebody with damage. That's Julio Caesar in the number 99. Had a very tough season in that number 99 machine. And he almost won Sebring. He had a very good chance of winning Sebring, but he crashed late in the going and did not get the victory in that one. Number 12. I can't quite remember who drives the number 12. But I got my notebook right here. There's the number 71, that is Thomas Troxel. And it looks like both the number 12 and the number 99 are coming back down the pit lane to get fresh new race cars so they can get a good lap here. Number 12 was Eric Powers, by the way, and Julio Caesar in the number 99. But the number 64, Jalarvin Alonso, currently holds the fastest time right now in qualifying, a 48.350, but what we really want to watch for are these slow guys, and of course not everybody has clocked in a time yet, but the 3 slowest guys in this 15-minute session will not qualify for the Northeast Grand Prix, but they will receive points. The 3rd slowest will get 3 points towards the championship, the 2nd slowest will get 2 points towards the championship, and the slowest will get 1 point towards the championship as they would finish. So theoretically, they are kind of starting the race, but they're just finishing in the final 3 positions. So they will receive points, but those are going to be the only points they receive all weekend long. But looks like Alonso's got a pretty fast race car here in number 64. He's had a really tough season so far. As far as I know, he is last in the points in GT Daytona, but a pole position would definitely give this guy some motivation. And starting on pole here at Lime Rock. Of course, it's not the easiest place to stay out front. We see more passing here than an average road course, but still, starting on the pole, get that bonus point for one thing. And you got a good chance at finishing up front in the 38-lap race tomorrow. Second fastest is points leader Eli Bright. Eli Bright's done a fantastic job this season in that number 88 machine. He has 90 points towards the championship coming into today's event. Trying to find some other guys. You see Julio Caesar's back out there in number 99 with a fresh new race car. Al Legacy there. There's Caleb Hoffman, the winner at Watkins Glen. Hoffman comes into this race only 7 points behind Eli Bright. And he's going to be closing in on his retirement here soon. Of course, this will probably be the only time he's going to be in the Kubota GT Championship, and Season 6 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series coming up in less than a month. And that's going to be his final season in that series over there. Trying to find guys like Matt Dalio. And there is Matt Dalio in the number 45, who won the Haas IndyCar Series race here last Saturday. So he knows how to get it done. And Caleb Hoffman just went to the top of the board in the number 43, trying to grab his second pole of the season. Hoffman won the pole at Sebring at the beginning of the season. He got the win at Watkins Glen. He's trying to get another bonus point here. Almost ran into Marty Johnson and Dale Salzman, who are both coming down the pit lane. But anyways, not everybody has completed a lap yet. The number 6 of Devin Cook, the number 11 of Julius Anderson, and the number 12 of Eric Powers have all not completed a lap yet. And it will be the 3 slowest guys who will not qualify for the race tomorrow. And right now, the 3 slowest guys who have clocked in times are Dale Salzman, Julio Caesar, and Al Lagasse. But if the 6, the 12, and the 11 all fail to clock in time, they would be the 3 guys who would not qualify. It does appear that the number 11 of Julius Anderson got a time in, but he is right now slowest in the number 11. There's Daniel McMillan in number 56. Don't believe we have mentioned him yet. But I think after him and Nick Smith. Haven't mentioned Nick Smith yet in the number 75. You know, here's a little fun fact. Whenever I see this car, I know it's not sponsored by Pringles, but it always seems like it should be sponsored by Pringles for some reason. I don't know why, but it just seems like Pringles should be on this car. Every single time I look at it, it's like, oh, the sponsor is Pringles. No, it's whatever that is on the hood. What does that say, anyway? I can't even read it. It's like Cower Truck Parts or something? I can't tell. Gotta go in and actually look at it and see. Anyways, Marty Johnson and Julius Anderson there. Right now, the 3 slowest guys are the last 3 guys to have clocked in a time, that being Julius Anderson, Devin Cook, and Eric Powers. And if they were to qualify where they're currently running, Julius Anderson would receive 3 points towards the championship. The number 6 of Devin Cook would receive 2, and the 12 of Eric Powers would receive 1 point towards the championship. That is not the bonus point to the guy who starts on the pole. Those are officially where they're going to finish for the race, and those are going to be the only points they get all race long. Now, whoever starts on the pole in this session, whoever gets the fastest time in this session, will get a bonus point towards the championship and race in the race with a chance at getting 25 points towards the championship for winning. But the final 3 guys in this session, the slowest 3 guys in this session, will receive 3, 2, 1 in points for the race. Caleb Hoffman right now is still the fastest in the number 43. Daniel McMillan is second. Tristan Allen. Julio Caesar, great to see him get a good run in this number 99. He's had a very tough season. And looks like he's going to be starting up front for tomorrow's Northeast Grand Prix. And Eli Bright rounds out the top 5. The points leader definitely looking strong here at Lime Rock Park. Going back down the final 3 positions. And it does appear that it has changed a little bit. The number 21 of Al Lagasse is now the slowest guy on the racetrack. Guy who won at Riverside earlier this season. Right now 24th on the charts. And right ahead of him, it's Dale Salzman, and Julius Anderson has failed to improve his time as well. Actually, he probably did improve his time, but did not improve enough to get out of the bottom 3. So we'll have to see what Julius Anderson can do in this number 11, if he can get a good time before this session is over. 5.5 minutes remaining here for GT Daytona qualifying for Lime Rock. We will not be broadcasting GT Le Mans qualifying because all 15 of those competitors will be racing in tomorrow's race, so there really isn't a need to. But here for GT Daytona, it's critical because 3 of these guys will fail to qualify, and right now Al Lagasse is one of those guys in the bottom 3 positions. Kind of interesting, you got the slowest guy and the fastest guy. Pretty close to each other on the racetrack. Caleb Hoffman, the fastest guy on the racetrack, trying to grab his second pole of the season, while Al Legacy trying to avoid elimination and race tomorrow in the Northeast Grand Prix. He does not want to leave Lime Rock with just 1 point towards the championship. But right now, that's the way it's looking for the number 21. Got Julio Cesar right behind him in the number 99. He's fourth right now, a really good starting position for him if he can in fact keep it. See if Al Legacy improves his time this lap. And it does not appear that he did. Also want to look at Dale Salzman. He is also in the bottom 3 right now. And I do not believe he's going to dig himself out of that hole. However, Julius Anderson improved his time. Oh, and a big crash! Matt Dallio and Nathan Stapleton down the front stretch. Major damage to Dallio's race car. He's currently 16th, so most likely he will be racing tomorrow. But that thing is junk. Number 45 all torn up, and Nathan Stapleton looks like he has some roof damage to his race car. Don't really see that too often. Anyways, I was about to say that Julius Anderson improved his lap time, and he pushed the number 16 of Cody Sill outside the top 21. And the top 21 drivers will qualify for the race. I'm trying to find him. There he is. Dale Salzman just improved his lap time, the 17th. So now Julius Anderson is back in the bottom 3. So right now it's Julius Anderson, Cody Sill, and Al Legacy. That would be the 3 drivers who would fail to qualify for the Northeast Grand Prix. You see Matt Dallio and Nathan Stapleton. Stapleton is 19th in the number 86, and Matt Dallio is 16th. We're going to go ahead and review that once this session is complete. But as long as they stay where they are running in this session, they will qualify for the race tomorrow. Very unfortunate for those guys, but as long as they don't get knocked outside the top 21, they'll be just fine. Thomas Troxel there in the number 71. Check and see who's got the fastest time. It is still Caleb Hoffman. I don't believe anybody's going to beat that number 43 in this session. So it's most likely going to be the number 43 of Caleb Hoffman starting on the pole in GT Daytona tomorrow for the Northeast Grand Prix. Back down to the bottom 3, it's still Julius Anderson, Cody Sill, and Al Legacy. There's Legacy in the number 21. He's trying to get a better lap time in, but he just does not have enough in that number 21. He's still stuck in last place here in this qualifying session. Very tough break there for Al Legacy, the guy who won at Riverside. As for the 21 other guys who will qualify for the race, they'll be in the race tomorrow along with the GT Le Mans drivers. It'll be a 36-car field with 15 guys in GT Le Mans and 21 drivers in GT Daytona. You see Matt Dallio is already back out there on the racetrack in the number 45. Good thing about these sessions, you can have as many cars as you want. Rolled up the backup, and they're ready to go. And that number 45, I believe they're going to qualify in that A&W machine. And Matt Dallio, I'm really focusing on him because he won the IndyCar race here less than a week ago. So you might want to see him run up front in this one. Going to qualify 16th, however, and that is a deep starting position. So we're just going to have to see how Dallio fares in tomorrow's race. But it has not changed for the bottom 3 positions. It's still Julius Anderson, Cody Sill, and Al Legacy, and it's looking like it's going to be those 3 guys who failed to qualify for the Northeast Grand Prix. Caleb Hoffman looking to start on the pole. The guy right behind him is looking to start second for tomorrow's race. Daniel McMillan, a great time for him in this session in the number 56. See Al Legacy, you see Caleb Hoffman, oh my. And Al Legacy Daniel McMillan just randomly blew up, exiting the final corner. Fortunately, the pit road was right there, and he could drive right into it, but that was very interesting there out of Daniel McMillan. We'll see if that actually disqualifies his time. Now, we've had it happen. I think we had it happen back when we were doing the Kubota Sports Car Championship, where there would be somebody who would actually get a full time in, but it was disqualified, and they were not shown on the leaderboard. If that were to happen, that means that Daniel McMillan would not qualify for the race, but he is still shown in second place in number 56. We'll just have to see what the official standings say, and we'll have to see if the officials call a disqualification on him, or maybe even Matt Dallio or Nathan Stapleton, because both those guys were involved in the crash. I believe Dallio is going to be just fine because he did get back out there, and I think Stapleton is back out there as well, so those guys should be just fine to keep their times. But if Daniel McMillan cannot get back out onto the racetrack, his time might not necessarily count. But it should count, and McMillan should be just fine. Anyways, this session almost about to end. 30 more seconds, I do believe, and it's going to be over. And we might want to watch for Cody Sill here. He's one of those bottom 3 drivers. And if he does not improve his lap time on this lap, he is not going to be racing tomorrow. The Long Beach winner is not going to advance his time, and that means that Julius Anderson, Al Lagasse, and the number 16 of Cody Sill will fail to qualify in GT Daytona for the Northeast Grand Prix. But starting on the pole, it will be the number 43 of Caleb Hoffman. And Hoffman is going to lead Daniel McMillan, Tristan Allen, Julio Cesar, and Eli Bright to the green flag tomorrow in GT Daytona here at the Lime Rock Park for the Northeast Grand Prix. Julius Anderson, Cody Sill, and Al Lagasse will fail to qualify for tomorrow's race. And they will get... Julius Anderson will get 3 points, Cody Sill will get 2 points, and Al Lagasse will get 1 point towards the championship for their efforts here today. But the other 21 drivers, the top 21 drivers, will be racing along with the GT Le Mans cars in tomorrow's Lime Rock Park race. And that should be a good one. So there will not be any broadcast of the GT Le Mans qualifying, and mainly because nobody is going to be eliminated. All 15 drivers in that class will start in tomorrow's race, so there isn't a necessary reason to show qualifying for those guys. But in GT Daytona, Caleb Hoffman will start on the pole. You guys will see who starts on the pole in GT Le Mans tomorrow. And I hope you guys enjoyed this session. So congratulations to Caleb Hoffman for winning his second pole of the season here in the Kubota GT Championship. And sorry to Julius Anderson, Cody Sill, and Al Lagasse. Unfortunately, those 3 guys will fail to qualify for the Northeast Grand Prix. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, and see you guys tomorrow for the Northeast Grand Prix, a 38-lap race around the Lime Rock Park, a 30-minute race, and that's going to be a good one here around this 1.53-mile racetrack in Lime Rock, Connecticut. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.